Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video is a random haul from ILNP. I just got this in the mail yesterday. My husband ordered it secretly. I knew nothing about this. And he's like, well, here, happy early Valentine's Day. And I'm like, where'd this come from? How did you order this and I didn't know it? I have everything unboxed here. So the first ones we're going to start with are these three polishes here. These are the new Valentine's Day trio. I saw these on Instagram last week, I think, and thought those are gorgeous. I would love to add those to my collection. So here they are. So I'm going to go ahead and live swatch each of these colors for you. I have a couple of polishes here that are toppers. The rest of these, I think, are like their holographic line of polish, if I remember correctly. So we're going to start off with the Valentine's Day trio. There is this polish called Be Mine. This is like a pink shimmer, but it's also magnetic. So I'm going to see if this will magnetize on camera. So that is what it looks like magnetized. That is so pretty. And when you magnetize it in person, I'm seeing it pool with a little bit of like an orange shimmer in there. Yeah, that is pretty. It's a really gorgeous polish. It definitely has like copper to orange shimmer in it. What I like to do with my polishes that are magnetic, I magnetize each layer. So I hope you guys can see there's the magnetization there on the first coat. It is really, really pretty. The next one I think was probably one that I was the most excited about. This is a white Crelly polish, and this one is called Heart to Heart. It is a very vibrant white Crelly. And this has, I think there are red flakes in here and red micro glitters. There might be pink micro glitters in here too. But it's just absolutely gorgeous. They had just released this collection. It is still available. I will link it down below for you. But let's see what this polish looks like. One thing with their Crellys, with their white Crellys or like pastel Crellys, you do not have to fish around for the flakes that are in the polish. I know some of mine, you kind of have to finagle it a little bit. But with this brand, you do not have to. So there's the first coat of Heart to Heart. I love that. I love everything about this one. I have mentioned before, I'm not a fan of white Crellys, but I am kind of getting used to them. It's something that is, I don't know, it just takes your manicure to a whole new level to have a white Crelly polish with glitters and shimmer in it like this. This one looks absolutely stunning. So that's the first coat of Heart to Heart. The last one in this collection is another fun one. This one is called Holding Hands, and I believe this is like a light, medium pink Crelly polish. I'm not sure if it's a jelly or not. I don't think it's a jelly. It is a little bit more squishy, but this one has silver. I think this is holographic glitters in it. From what I can tell in the bottle, it looks like it's holographic. But this is really pretty. Again, I saw this collection and I'm thinking, this is perfect. Wasn't planning on purchasing it. I just kind of actually forgot about it. I had mentioned it to my husband last week and completely forgot about this collection, and then he surprised me with it. So I was very, very shocked to get this package. But let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, it definitely is jelly-esque, but all the sparkle in there against that pink base, that is beautiful. I'm loving this one. So that is the first coat of Holding Hands. Beautiful color, and that sparkle, it just takes this to a whole nother level. So now we have a couple of these I think are toppers. There is this one. I heard Nurse Jackie here on YouTube talk about this polish, and I thought that is a really pretty polish. I have something similar from Rogue Lacquer, but this one is a little bit less densely packed. So I had it in my cart to purchase at some point. But I thought I wanted to try this one out. And this one is called Empress, and it is a rose gold flaky metallic-esque topper. And I am going to swatch it. I have a couple different colors here. I want to swatch it over something that you guys will be able to see what it looks like. So I have a purple polish here that we'll swatch this over. Nurse Jackie uses this polish quite frequently in the videos she's talked about it. And I was like, that is such a pretty polish. Let me see what it looks like. Yeah, this one is definitely less dense than Rogue Lacquer. So this one is a very nice change from the Rogue Lacquer one. This is more sparse, has much more of a clear base to it. Definitely what I was looking for. So that is Empress. This next polish I think you can use as a topper. This is called Ferris Wheel, and this polish has loads of colored glitter in here. There is, I believe it's in a clear base from the way it looks in the bottle. There's lime green, yellow, pink, purple, gold, blue, and a bunch of other colors in here. I saw this one and thought that looked gorgeous, so naturally I wanted to try to get it. So I'm going to see what I want to put this one over. I want to try to swatch it by itself, actually. Let's do that and see what it looks like by itself first. So I'm going to just swatch it beside the Valentine's Day trio that I have. Yeah, this is definitely in a clear base. So it will, yeah, it is definitely going to be a topper, which I thought so. This is beautiful. Look at that. Hope I'm in frame. Sorry about that if I wasn't. That is perfect. Look at that color payoff in there. That is beautiful. Go ahead and put it over a color base here to see what it looks like. I'm trying to figure out what I want to use it over. I have like this dark blue. I don't know how well it'll show up, but let's try it. Oh yeah, that'll work too. That's pretty. I like that over the blue. The colors in here just takes these bases to a whole nother level. That is gorgeous. Really, really pretty. I am so glad that I picked that one up. That is going to be a fun one. So I have 3 more. There is this polish in the Riot. I am not sure what this polish is. It appears to be like a green shimmer polish, but I think it's in like a darker base. I didn't even get a chance to look up descriptions. I will try to put descriptions for these down below, and I apologize that I did not prepare well enough for this, but I wanted to film this and try to get it up for you guys here in a little bit, and I'm on a time crunch this morning. I have a doctor's appointment here in a little bit, but that is what this one looks like. It is really, really pretty. I was just looking on their website, and I love her holographic polishes. I've talked about this before in other videos. ILNP's holographic polishes, scattered hollows, ultra hollows, things like that. I absolutely love their formulations of these polishes, and I wanted to pick up more. This one is packed full of that green shimmer. It is in kind of like a blackened base now that I'm looking at it. That is really fun though. That is really pretty. So that's 1 coat of Riot. I'm excited to see what the second coat will look like for that. This next one is called Walking Home, and this one is a holographic polish. This is not an ultra holographic, but it is one of her like linear scattered holographic polishes. I just loved the color and thought that would be a pretty addition to my ILNP collection. I am really loving ILNP polishes. Ooh, this is pretty. It is kind of like in a little bit of maybe a squishy base. It does have a little bit of like a jelly feel, but all of that scattered hollow glitter. These are beautiful. I am so excited for these. Last one I have here is Sticks and Stones, and this appears to be like a gunmetal holographic, and I believe this is one of their ultra linear hollows. You could see in the bottle, this is much more holographic than the previous one we talked about, and I love their ultra hollows. If you are looking for a good holographic nail polish that is inexpensive, they are $10 to $12, which is rather affordable. These are definitely ones that I highly recommend. I've talked about this brand before in other videos, and I just love her ultra holographic polishes. They are just phenomenal. Now you won't notice a huge amount of hollow payoff when this is wet. You have to give it time. Once it's dry, it is a beautiful holographic polish. So that is the first coat of Sticks and Stones. I will let each of these dry, and then I will come back for the second coat. So we are back and ready to apply the second coat. So we're going to go ahead and go in with that Valentine's Day trio. I'm going to do that magnetic polish, and that is called Be Mine. We'll see what this builds up like in the second coat. Definitely deepens it up really, really nicely. That deepens it up beautifully. So we will go ahead and magnetize that one too, just to see what it looks like. This one magnetizes really easily. I have some magnetic polishes that don't magnetize all that quick. This one is almost instantaneous. So I think you guys can see the magnetization there. It is a like silver magnetic shift. That is beautiful. I'm loving that. That is such a gorgeous color. And the next one we're going to go in with is the white curly, and that is called Heart to Heart. This one I know will be fully opaque in 2 coats. Generally their curlies are opaque in 2 coats. I don't usually have too much trouble. Some of them, depending on your application, nail length, things like that, visible nail line, you may need a 3rd coat. But generally for me, 2 coats for their curlies works absolutely really well. So there is coat number 2 of... There is coat number 2 of Heart to Heart. Fully opaque, very nice formula. Fantastic polish to work with. So the next one is going to be the final one in the Valentine's Day trio. This one is called Holding Hands, and that is the lighter pink shimmer polish. This may take 3 coats. I'm going to try to build it up here and see what the second coat looks like. It again is a little bit more of a squishy formula, so it may take 3 coats. 2 coats is decent with this one. It looks fairly opaque, so we'll see. I'll get to the rest of these and let this one dry and see how it looks after that, if it needs a 3rd coat or not. I'm not going to re-swatch the toppers that I shared with you just because they're toppers and they only take 1 coat. So I'm going to do the last 3 here that are the holographic polishes. So the next one is going to be that green called Riot, which is this polish here. I am excited to see how dark this actually gets in a second coat. It deepens it up very nicely too. It is a really nice, like, blackened base, but when you put that second coat on, it kind of deepens it to more of like a green base, and then you've got all of that lime green glitters and flakies in here. That is beautiful. I'm loving how it looks in 2 coats. That is really pretty. So that's 2 coats of Riot. Next polish is called Walking Home, and it is this purple. Beautiful polish. That's beautiful. I love a good purple polish, and when you put flakies and glitters like this in it, it just is everything in a polish that I ever want. I always, if it's a cream, I generally will put toppers over top, and with this one, it's all in there for me, so you just apply it and you're good to go. So that is 2 coats of Walking Home. Absolutely gorgeous. This is really pretty. I am so excited to try these. They're stunning. The last one I have is that gunmetal linear hollow called Sticks and Stones. So this is what it looks like in that first coat. It is much more holographic than it was when it was wet. They're ultra hollows, you guys. When I say they're phenomenal, I am not kidding. They are absolutely amazing to work with. I love wearing them. So that is probably why I'm adding more to my collection. So let's see what this looks like in a second coat. So that's what it looks like in the second coat, which looks to be fully opaque to me. That is what each of these looks like. I am going to go in and do a third coat of that Holding Hands shade from the Valentine's Day trio. I want to see what that'll look like in a third coat because it is a little bit more of a squishy formula. So let's see if it'll build it up anymore. It does definitely deepen it up ever so slightly. So I think with this one it would be safe to say 3 coats is probably going to be your best bet with this particular polish. Formula is fantastic. Again, no issues there. It applies beautifully. So that is the third and final coat of Holding Hands. Really pretty. I love that. This is definitely going to have to go on my rack to try to wear this month. I've got so many polishes. I don't know if I will get through them for the month of February, but what I don't get to in February, I can definitely transition into March if I need to. So this is everything that I got from my husband as an early Valentine's Day gift. I am so excited for these, and I'm very thankful that he is the type of guy he is, and just he does little surprises like that. If I have stuff in my cart, he'll order them and I don't know anything about it till it gets here. So that's what that looks like. I would definitely recommend, if you are interested in the Valentine's Day trio, picking that up. I don't know if I assume it'll be a limited edition. I'm not really sure. I will list everything down below with descriptions and information on if they are permanent or not. So that is everything that I have for today's video. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave. I upload videos every single week, and we will see you next time.